Hello everyone and welcome to Ibrox Stadium. It is match day 36. There is 3 more games to go, thank goodness. Oh my god. And it's a William Hill Premiership game, Rangers versus Aberdeen. Today on Sunday the 11th of May 2025, I'm joined by a very special guest. I'm not even kidding, he volunteered for this. Scott Carney of Club 22. We're doing a wee crossover today, which will be a lot of fun. Why are you here?
Stevie, I said to you just before we come in, I had to give myself a reason to come to Ibrox today. As you're about to come on and talk about the team, I'm glad I've came to the press day, to be honest. It is something different. Look, it's always a pleasure for us to do something like this, along with you, mate. We'll get the cheesy bit out of the way at the start. Something different for our viewers as well to see. You know, it's always good to do a crossover with you, but yeah, I thought I'd need the banter from you, Stevie, today, to get through today.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's how desperate this is. The Rangers team, remember my vlog last week? Well, it's just the same this week. Liam Kelly in goals, James Tavernier captains, John Suter, Connor Barron, Cyril Dessers, Mohamed Diamande, Nadeem Bayrami, Vaclav Cherny, Jeff Day, Leon Balogun, Nico Raskin. On the bench, Jack Butland, Robin Proper, Oscar Cortez, Tom Lawrence, Naresho Casaviro, Hamza Igaman, Bailey Rice, Finlay Curtis and Danilo. It's the same, just like the Jack and Victor sketch. It's the same, Jack. But genuinely, why?
I don't get it. I honestly don't get it, Stevie. I can only think Barry somehow believes that he might be in contention for this job, and I don't mean to be disrespectful to him. I really don't. I don't understand that team. I don't really see the need to play exactly the same team as we did last week. We've got guys like Rice on the bench. He did the pressure. Not that that's always an indication, but you think, well, maybe he's in with a shout for starting. Cortez, he must be awful. We truly must be terrible if we're not willing to give him a go. We're going to need to get something out of him. And yeah, Igaman not starting ahead of Dessers for me is always going to be a bit of a head scratcher. I don't really get the team. I don't understand it. If it was trying to give a shot in the arm of an excitement of a end of season game against Aberdeen at 12 o'clock on a Sunday, that team sheet is not going to do the trick.
I mean, I'd love to disagree with you, but
I'm sorry for being so negative, by the way. I'm sorry, but I mean, it's the same.
It's not, because everybody will feel the same. Wouldn't we all rather see Cortez, Casaviro, Igaman, Rice, Finlay Curtis and Danilo? I think we would. What's the point in watching the same guys that, by the way, Barry Ferguson has told us aren't playing well enough? He spent the last week saying that we weren't good enough last week, but at least we tried. Is that the barometer? At least we tried? Well, I try every week. It's not really the barometer for anything, is it? Let's go through the Aberdeen team. There's a few names here that I'll absolutely butcher, which is always fun. Dimitar Mitov in goal, Nicky Devlin, Graham Shinnie, Matt Snoster, Jamie McGrath, Dante Polvara, Leighton Clarkson, Obdi Daba, Jeppe Ockles, Christers Tobers and Toppy Keskinen. On the bench is Ross Dohan, Jack McKenzie, Kevin Nisbet, which is a surprise, Papagaye, also a surprise, Ante Palaversa, Shaden Morris, also a surprise, Jack Milne, Alexander Jensen and Peter Ambrose. I'm surprised that Nisbet and Gay and Morris don't start. Yep. They were the 3 that kind of gave us issues before. Jamie McGrath on his way to Hibs is a good player. Graham Shinnie is an arse. Nicky Devlin's the same. I mean, I don't even know what to say. Like, really, I mean, Keskinen's quite a good player. He's quite quick, caused us problems on behalf. But I mean, it's kind of tempered by what I've seen on the other side of the page that I'm just like, come on.
Yeah, I agree. I think looking at their team, they've got they've got bigger fish to fry coming up at the end of the season. Don't get me wrong. However, they are still in a fight for third place. Aberdeen coming to Ibrox, they kind of, especially after the last game we played against Aberdeen, they'll feel like they have a wee bit of a point to prove. I would have thought the changes are a bit surprising, but then again, I'm for being so negative. They are playing a Rangers team that haven't won here in seven games. They are playing exactly the same team that we seen last week. I mean, they'll fancy their chances. Are either of us sitting here confident that we're going to see a Rangers win based on the starting 11 that Barry Ferguson's decided to put out? I can't say that I am particularly confident Aberdeen are going to get 2 goals at some point in this game, because that's what Rangers tend to do. But I'm shocked, unless he's looking at it and going, well, we'll contain Rangers for as long as we can, and he can bring these boys on with half an hour on when hopefully the crowd's frustrated because you know the way that it's going to get. I expect it to be like that today, but unless I'm happy for Rangers to prove me wrong. I say it all the time on various podcasts, I've said that. I'm always happy to be wrong. Like that with that team though, and previous experiences this season, Stevie, I think I'm going to be right today.
Some laugh folks, innit? There's big cheery guys like Jack and Victor indeed. Right, here's a fun bit. Prediction, please. Pain, yeah. I honestly, I said on the pod on Friday that we done. I said 3-2 because obviously Aberdeen will score twice. I'll be honest, I can see 2 each in it. I think we probably will get a goal. I think they'll probably get a goal just due to the way our defensive problems seem to be rolling on and on and on just now. But I'll still stick with my guns. I'll put money on it, right? When we see me go back in, I'll put money on it, mate. Rangers 3-2, and it'll be the changes of Igaman, Rice, Curtis, probably that come on. Maybe even Cortez that'll come on and make a difference. I actually predicted him as my first goal scorer, so I don't think I'll be doing that on the bet. I might give Dessers a shot at it, but aye. I'm not expecting much today, Stevie. I'm not going to lie, mate. I'll take 2-1 Rangers, and I'll go for left field. I'll go John Suter.
Take it.
There we go. Yeah, we'll be back with all the action during the game. And if you've survived that opening 6 minutes from us, well done. See you soon. 16 gone at Ibrox, and your update is there is no update. There's been no shots as Rangers go forward with Jeffy. He's blocked off, but there's been absolutely nothing happening. A series of fouls and having a rare old time, aren't we, Scotty?
Oh, it's magic, Stevie. Absolutely brilliant. The view's quite good, I won't lie. The view's very good. It's the shape, it's the team that he's picked, mate. It's what we expected. Well in for Jeffy there. Just gave me a tap at the edge of the box. Back in to nobody. It's the shape. I say this team was picked last week to contain Celtic. Why we try to contain Aberdeen? Don't really understand it. It doesn't really work. We've got nothing really much on our left hand side at all. When Balogun goes on a spree here, to the bottom of the army. What's that? They go back the way. Go back the way.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So yeah, Stevie, not much, but look, it's the shape, mate. It's kind of been what I expected. Yes, we went back to a back four, which I do prefer. I'm not going to lie, but in front of that, the midfield three are Raskin, Barron, Diomande, as you would expect, but the front three just not really offering enough. Tierney's buzzing about, Dessers has been Dessers, and Barami has been Barami. There's no groundbreaking news here, unfortunately.
Yeah, 17 gone, and it's all good fun. Tav has it. We've actually attacked more in this last minute or so we've been on.
We actually have.
Well, we'll see what's happening with Raskin, Diamande, Jeff Day, cross, and a foul. Still waiting on that elusive first shot. The excitement is building. 0-0. 33 gone, and the laughs just continue. Cyril Dessers are probably the only chance I think we've had. He kind of poked it wide, and then a Tav cross which he headed wide as well. They two are about it. Scott on the other side. Keskinen was in, and he had a shot which Kelly got down to save. All that in about 34 minutes of football, which has been, let's be honest, turgid.
It's been a hard watch, yeah. It's been a hard watch, as David just tells us. Chelsea are down to 10. The most interesting thing that tells you how today's going. What I will say is that the most exciting part of my afternoons, I found out Stevie used to be a World Championship boxer, and I didn't know this, so it's a revelation today. No, look, in terms of football, it's poor. It's as you expect. As I say, we sounds like we'll be negative before the game, but obviously our thoughts are pretty justified in what you're saying. Rangers are just the same. The shape, I don't understand it. I don't know why we're not really making any real changes. We're wasteful in possession. We're not taking players on. We're not really making any sort of inroads anywhere. Dessers is Dessers. He should have scored the chance he had with his head. He didn't. And we're at this point where Aberdeen are quite happy to be where they are. They are getting through us a little bit too easily for my liking. But yeah, honestly, I don't want to sit and try and pull wool over the eyes. This is not entertaining football that we're watching. It's not guys that look like they are particularly up for it. It is very end of season. I think that's the nicest way I can put it, Stevie. But company's all right, mate. I will say that. Company's all right.
0-0, butter being loyal. See you soon. It's almost half time. I think Scotty sums it up. Nothing's really happened. Tierney had a shot which the goalie saved. That's it. Couple of banners of note today. The UB's held up one that said free Souness, and then their follow-up said, what did it say?
They acted too quickly.
Jumped the gun. Oh, Dessers hurt. Jumped the gun, lost the fans. No apology, no surrender. That was a ball whipped across, and Dessers, who was almost in the net, managed to put it out of the net.
Someone managed to get his back onto it. It wasn't his head, it was his back. I don't know how he done that there. It's quite remarkable from Cyril Dessers.
It's still 0-0. We're coming up for half time. Not seen enough of by Rami. Every time he gets it, he goes backwards. Barron's been progressive. Dessers scores! As I said it was last week, it was a through ball this time by Connor Barron. Raskin jumps over it and feeds his way through. Dessers takes a touch, steers it home with his left foot. Just a minute after clearing it, somehow there'll be an offside check, I think, but a good pass. Connor Barron's been good, been progressive, and that was a good pass, and Dessers tucks it away.
Good goal, yeah, absolutely good goal. Clearly something that we work on, the kind of dummy with the pass into that area. Obviously everybody needs to be in a particular position for that to work. But it works again. Dessers does well, turns his man there, holds his man off anyway, tucks it away with the left foot. That's what Cyril Dessers is. He still scores goals. He's a frustrating player to watch. We all know what he is, but ultimately he's got a goal. I think it is going to be a VAR check for offside, waiting for it to be confirmed. But yeah, that's the first bit of actual forward, attacking play, I would say, that you can say that we've seen from Rangers, and it leads to a goal. It's a good finish.
Yeah, it was a good progressive pass by Barron. Plays it through to Dessers. I didn't even know, none of us knew at the time, but you just kind of assume with Cyril, don't you, that it's going to be. And they kicked it back. They seem to think that this is going to be offside.
Yeah.
It is offside,
It's
yeah.
offside. Yeah, it's offside.
Yeah.
We'll take it back. Everything I just said, Rangers are terrible.
I said straight away there'll be a VAR check. It remains 0-0. And that was the only bit of moment. Let's go get a half-time pie.
Let's do it, mate.
Or two.
Or two. Yeah,
or three, or whatever, but it's better than this. 0-0. Well, we were hoping for half-time, but Aberdeen have scored. There's a ball in for a free kick. We're waiting to see if it's offside or not. It's certainly been given as offside. VAR are checking. Knowing how dog shit we are, Scott, this might actually be bad, but we'll see.
The murmurs there from the crowd as the kind of play progressed would suggest it was offside. But we are still waiting for confirmation. There was a lot of players forward and not one Rangers player anywhere near them. They are checking. It seems to be taking a little bit of time here, a lot longer than others one did, I think.
Is he onside there?
I think the first guy's on, but I think he's on the second one. Yeah, it's
Possibility of being onside here?
No, it's off.
No, it's off.
There was just there was a line of 3 or 4 of them as Rangers kind of stopped, but I think the boy who scored was off. The first boy was on, so VAR check complete. Wee bit of excitement at the end. Still 0-0 though.
How many minutes we had? 4 minutes. How we run so far?
Rangers going forward to Amandi, wide to Tav. Tav crosses a good one. There's nobody there. I did say it was a good one because there was somebody there, to be fair. Jeffrey has it on the left though. Raskin. Back post. Keeper's there. That should be us now. 0-0, 50 minutes. Ball's on the net for Rangers. This time it's going to count. And it was a terrific pass by Raskin. Tierney through the middle. Tucked it away brilliantly. Scotty, that was almost good.
That was almost good. Very clever ball. We moved to a mega man coming on. Tierney's almost at the top of a midfield diamond for. And the ball for Raskin's great. Time to perfection really for Tierney to run onto it. Quite clever. They took away. Thought he'd maybe just left it a little bit late, but he tucked it round the keeper, and thank goodness Rangers have scored. It was almost good, Stevie, you all right?
It was a lovely pass by Raskin. On a game that started a bit, Aberdeen have had a couple of efforts. Guy had a shot there that Kelly managed to keep out on second attempt, and then they also had one from Keskinen that hit the post. So it's been a better start in terms of a wee bit more lively, but genuinely nothing could have been worse in the first half. But lovely finish by Cherny. Rangers lead by 1-0. There's 55 on the clock, and let's hope that we can go and add another couple, because that's all we have. Hope. 1-0 Rangers. It's 2-0. What a time we're having here. What a time to be alive this is. Rangers lead by 2-0, Scotty. That was good.
That was very good, Raskin done really well there. Cherny's made a difference moving into the middle of the pitch, that's for sure. He's got a bit more freedom. I think that helps with Cherny's game a little bit, actually. I never spoke about that. Cherny always wants to go onto his left, but in the middle he's kind of got options, I suppose. But no, the ball out of Raskin did really well. Stabbed it into the middle of the box, and there's Dessers to put it away, and this one counts. So yes, 2-0 up. What a lovely day to be alive at Rangers today. No, look, really good move. We deserve to be in the lead. I think we've reacted well to Aberdeen's kind of decent start at the start of the half. I think we've reacted quite well to it, to be honest. And an hour on the clock, just 62 minutes on the clock, and we're 2 up. Happy days. Just don't do a Rangers.
Yeah, it was a good goal. Lovely by Raskin. Showed the sleight of feet to get away, and he sent Dessers clear again, but he's a bit wide. Just kind of puts it in. And Rangers are comfortable now. I think it's been a game where Cherny moving into the middle, I think definitely Scotty has made the difference. But it is 2-0, lovely goal by Dessers. But we're causing our own stuff. Causing our own stuff, that's for sure. But Raskin's been brilliant again in the middle of the park. 2 assists now. So had a really good game. Rangers lead 2-0. We're now into uncharted territory as Rangers rattling a third goal. Again, that was a nice goal. Hamza Gaman, a touch and volley right into the corner. What a team this is, Scotty. What a team.
Honestly, mate, different class. Unbelievable. What do we know about football? Clearly nothing. Look, Rangers have been good since we got ahead. We've kind of built into the game. We are still trying suicide passes from time to time at the back, don't get me wrong. We had a break forward, the training video that you will all have seen, it was like that exact drill, made a bit of a mess of it, but the ball eventually works his way back to Agaman, touch and volley, beautiful finish, really beautiful finish, but we're good for it just now. Rangers are good for the lead now. Stevie said it would have been hard for the second half to be worse than the first half, and really would have been, but they 3 goals really enjoyable. Not really any way back now for Aberdeen. 72 minutes on the clock now. Bailey Rice has come on for Diomande as well, so good to see him. But it is what it is. I'm happy that it's 3-0 and I don't have to be miserable at the end of this game. Hopefully, I don't want to tempt fate. Stevie.
Yeah, I'm just listening to the attendance there. It's not that high as you would expect, but that was a lovely goal. What? 5-0, 3-4.
I think you gave it the wrong way round. I think it was that.
3-4-3-0-5. 50,000 the attendance. That is not true in the slightest. On that jovial note, Rangers do lead by 3-0. Second half has been good, actually. I'm not. All joking aside, as the end of the season, it does mean nothing. You know, we've taken it kind of lightly, but Rangers have scored some nice goals in the second half, deservedly ahead. And go get another couple. Every time I say that, we never do, but 3-0, easy done. 80 gone, the excitement quieting down just a wee bit. A treble sub for Rangers, Casaviro coming on for Balogun, Danilo come on for Dessers, and Tom Lawrence come on for Nico Raskin. Cortez, Bailey, could have had the young fella, Finlay Curtis. No, Tom's coming on. It's been a good second half for Rangers. There's no complaints. They look capable at any point of getting something. It was a bit nasty. A wee lunge there from the tackle, but Rangers have been solid. They've scored some good goals actually, and overall it's been decent. So I am actually, I wouldn't say I'm quite enthused because that's the wrong word, but I've enjoyed the last 20 minutes or so nice to get some good goals. As I said, hilarity to the side, they've done not bad.
Yeah, pleasantly surprised, I think you can say, Stevie, and I mean that in a serious way. I very much am the way Rangers have performed in the second half. Don't get me wrong, Aberdeen had their chances. Kelly's had to make a save, they've hit the post, and there was a sitter that they should have scored from. But since then, and Rangers been 3 up, we have kind of dominated the game. We've made a number of changes. Tom Lawrence come on the park, answers on a postcard, honestly. I don't know. And good to see Casemiro back. He's come on for Balogun and he's playing at the back. First pass that he played, both players went, what a pass that is. Then Tav shouted at him.
This afternoon's player of the match, sponsored by MacD Electrical, is number 43, Nico Raskin.
Nico Raskin getting the man of the match. Yeah, probably agreed with that. 2 assists from Raskin today, performed well. Just ticking over as he does. Nico Raskin being the most consistent performer for us towards the end of this season. But yeah, I'm pleasantly surprised with what I've seen today. Some really, really good goals. A wee 4th one would be nice. I think, when's the last time we won 4-0 at Ibrox?
Answers on a postcard to that one as well, I think. Yeah, Rangers have had a really good 20 odd minute. It couldn't have been much worse than the first half, that's for sure. But second half wise, knocked about, been better. The changes have worked. And yeah, as I said, the goals have been good. Hamza's third really good. The movement from Raskin and a competent finish by Dessers. And yeah, I mean, Czerny, really good run in the first. Czerny's been good, as we said, moved into the middle. Stadium man of the match, sponsors man of the match is Nico Raskin, 2 assists. I wouldn't disagree with that in any way at all. We'll stick with it just in case we get a wee 4th goal here. But Czerny is about to swing it in. We know that we are set piece experts.
Absolutely.
So it's an outswinger. Czerny floats that in. Danilo! Oh, he flicked it on, but it goes out. Goes to a thing. And it remains Rangers 3, Aberdeen 0. Just in the 90th minute now, Rangers do have a free kick. It kind of looks like Tom Lawrence is going to belt this. So I thought we would come on. Scott has no idea that we're going to record, but he does belt it. Jeez, that was a wonderful save by Meatball. But wait, one thing I do like about Tom Lawrence is he can blue to it. Good old fashioned Tommy toe basher. But that was a lovely strike. Great effort. Let's sum up this game. First half, no point going over it because it was terrible. Second half, it's been, apart from the first 5 minutes, once you got a grip, it's been fairly decent.
Yeah, we'd seen about the changes Aberdeen were going to make at the half. I didn't fill me with confidence. Obviously, Rangers made the change with bringing Igaman on and taking Barami off, which has definitely made a difference. But I think it's been Czerny scores there as well from a well-worked kind of short corner behind Tav. But I think the difference has been Czerny moving into the middle. I think he's had a lot more effect on the game than he was out on the right-hand side, and obviously he did more effect on the game than Barami, but I've had more effect on the game than Barami has. So yeah, look, a comfortable second half for Rangers. Yes, Aberdeen had their moments they probably should have scored from. As Rangers try another shot corner, nothing coming of it this time. But yeah, I'm as I say, pleasantly surprised, happy with the way that we've scored the goals, the way we've managed our business, and really after Aberdeen had their chances and we kicked on, we deserve it. I think we are the team that deserves the win now. So yes, I can't be blamed now for any poor defeat. In fact, if anything, I'm a lucky charm. You'll be inviting me back, Stevie.
I make times we won 3-0 this season. You can come back, mate. Yeah, listen, it's a dead game. It's the end of the season. 50,000 was given to us by Rangers. It certainly wasn't 50,000 here, that's for sure. But Rangers have at least produced some good goals and a decent second half performance, and a win at Ibrox, thank goodness. Man of the match for me, definitely Nico Raskin. I think he's had a really good game. Bailey Rice has done alright since come on, and that's the whole point of seeing some youngsters, isn't it? So 4 to add on, but this game's done and dusted. Rangers lead 3-0. Scotty, thanks for your time.
Absolute pleasure, mate, anytime. I thoroughly enjoyed it, mate, so thank you.
What a team. 3-0 the Rangers, up the road. Just as I had everything packed up, Rangers rattling a 4th. Good movement down the right hand side. And it makes his way over to Czerny. He strikes it. It rattles off Jeffy's arse. And it goes for 4-0. There was a brief check by VAR. 4-0.
Now, what do we know about football? And like, people are going to watch the start of this video and watch the end and go hypocrites. But look, Rangers have made it count in the second half. That's all you can ask for. It was imperative that Rangers get this monkey off their back about the 7 win and not winning in 7 games at Ibrox. We had to get that monkey off. Rangers are on the attack again here. It's Tavernier down the right. don't think anything's going to come of that. But yeah, and that's full time. Yeah, really enjoyed the second half. Full credit to Rangers. They make me eat my words a little bit. I'm happy with that.
Ate our words, ate our sweeties. 4-0 up the road this time. Well done, Rangers.
Four Lads podcast is sponsored by Rhino Express, Clydeview Joinery, Athol Industrial Solutions Limited and CSD Air Conditioning, along with Art of Gold. Thank you for listening or watching the podcast. We hope you enjoyed the show.